Welcome to 60 Second Civics, the daily podcast of the Center for Civic Education. I'm Mark Gage. Discrimination in the United States has affected African Americans and other groups, including Native Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, women, and members of religious minorities. Discrimination based on race has its roots in racial separation, known as segregation. There are two kinds of segregation. De jure segregation refers to separation by law. For example, before the Supreme Court's 1954 decision in Brown v. Board of Education, several states had laws requiring school districts to maintain separate schools for white and non-white students. These laws always affected African Americans, but sometimes affected other racial minorities as well, including Asian Americans. De facto segregation refers to racial separation caused by the actions of private individuals and groups. For example, before passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, some restaurants, hotels, and theaters served only white customers. Some landlords refused to rent houses, apartments, or businesses to racial minorities. The Brown v. Board of Education decision addressed only de jure segregation in public schools. However, that decision clearly implied that all laws compelling separation of the races violate the guarantee of equal protection of the laws. That's all for today's podcast, 60 Second Civics, where civic engagement only takes a minute.